Australian music lovers are in mourning. Powderfinger, one of the most successful bands of the last decade, is calling it quits. I was on the road with the Fingers when they made the big announcement. The breakup was as emotional as you'd expect and a little bit messy as well. But whatever you think of their decision, there's no doubting the guys are going out at the top of their game. Saturday night, drizzly Melbourne, and 20,000 fans eagerly await Australia's biggest band. But as the road crew makes final fine tunes, backstage, Bernard Fanning and his 4 partners in Powderfinger couldn't be more low-key. For guys who are about to go on stage, you look pretty relaxed. Is that part of who you are, or does that just come with the years of doing it?
I'm shitting myself inside.
And one day you will answer a question seriously, Bernard Fanning.
Sorry, around.
Curtain call and time for the business end of rock and roll. Windy, beautiful, wet, cold Melbourne, hey?
Nice sunny Melbourne.
But tonight, this 20-year-old enterprise is keeping a secret. Powderfinger is about to call it a day.
I mean, group dynamics, it's a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, well, your manager describes it as a 5-way marriage.
It's foul, isn't it?
For the first time, we take you inside this very private marriage.
Now we got it.
Over the final few weeks,
Right, cut.
as Powderfinger grapples with pulling the plug.
I had my last-ditch attempt at changing everyone's mind this morning and it didn't work.
Over breakfast. And for this bunch of mates, this has been their most heart-wrenching decision. Not everyone wants to break up.
So it does break my heart that it's finishing up. I mean, I don't know anything else. Any other way of, living my life. So
We've been doing this for longer than you go to school.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Put that in perspective.
yeah.
It's a long time.
So are you the catalyst for the split?
I don't know, maybe. I was the one that said that I didn't want to sign another record deal. And so in that sense, I probably am. So I'm Yoko. It's just the perfect place to leave it, to me. And one thing I really hate is seeing bands devolve.
So who would you consider to be the tragic bands that have devolved? Give us some examples, name names.
Some of those bands that I think are like that are still going around. So that's not up to me to slag them off publicly.
But you want to.
No, you want me to.
I want you to.
You want me to, and I'm not going to.
There's a little bit of you that wants to.
A little bit, but I'm not going to.
We just don't expect greatness to be associated with us. Never have and never will.
Why not?
We just don't believe. We don't believe the hype.
You don't believe the hype.
Powderfinger!
There's been hype, all right, and a swag of gongs. 16 Music Industry ARIA Awards.
We're not fashionable. We just try to write good music.
So you don't think you're super cool, but you're not uncool, are you?
Don't think we've ever been cool. I think that's a good thing not to be cool. We walk around and think we're hot.
No, we're not posers, I don't think. Darren's a bit of a poser on stage sometimes.
And you can be a diva, I'm sure.
That's bullshit. That is such bullshit. The others, I bet you the others tell you I am.
So after all these years, why do you guys still need to rehearse?
You saw it. I think you saw it in there. Yeah, it's got personal.
So then the miracle is that you've stayed together
Yeah,
for so long.
that is the miracle. That is a miracle, considering how personal it got on a few occasions.
And do you want to talk about the details of that?
No.
But it still
Well, they're the
hurts.
sort of things that I also think none of us have ever been interested in broadcasting because it's really no one else's business.
So is conflict part of the reason to split?
Well, it would probably kind of has to be.
Yeah. Conflict's the reason we work, and conflict's
Yeah.
the reason we're splitting as well, because we want to have conflict with other people.
I'm really excited about being a dad and having a family. And if I can celebrate what we've done, then it feels like it should be one of the best years of my life this year. Because to me, it's not sad. There's been things in my life that are way more sad than a band deciding to go their separate ways. And so it's just a band. But life is way more complicated and important than that.
So when you sing Since You've Been Gone, what do you think about?
It depends on the day. I could be thinking of whether I left the iron on or not. And I don't want to cheapen it by saying that. For me, the time that's really emotional is when you're writing it. Yeah.
So you cried when you wrote that song?
Oh, I was crying all the time then.
Still the footy tips. Last minute.
Friday night in Brisbane, and faithful friends and oldest fans are queuing up for a special benefit gig for Young Care, a charity close to Bernard's heart. And is there politics? Is that on the agenda?
Can you shoot me if I ever decide that that's a good idea?
Well, sure, I could.
I've taken too many drugs. There's no way.
You inhaled.
There's no way I inhaled. There's no way I could get away with it. Well, maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe that's the thing. I did inhale. I'll be your Prime Minister.
Is there any greater buzz than seeing an audience just adoring you?
They're having fun, we're having fun. Who started having fun first? I'm not sure, but we're all having fun.
If you're at the top of your game and you're happy doing it, why stop?
Because it's probably not going to be as good as this from now on.
Does success equal a lot of money for you guys? Are you on a good wicket?
Yeah, absolutely. Music has definitely put a roof over our heads, and that's amazing position to be in, to make that happen out of something you're passionate about, that you love doing.
Is there a dollar figure? Dare I ask? I mean,
What we're worth?
yeah, as a band.
Last time I counted you, Cogsy.
Oh, I'm worth about 50 mil.
I'm not one of those people that's going to miss the applause or anything like that. That's not important to me. And in fact, the more anonymous I become, the better things will be for me from a going to the shop and getting some orange juice point of view.
Do you get
You know
hassled
what I
a lot?
mean?
No, nothing. No, not like.
Bullshit. You do so.
You know,
You're
I'm
on
a
TV
journalist.
every weekend.
I'm lower than a used car salesperson. You're a rock star.
I mean, when you're recognised, you're not able to determine whether people are going, there's that guy that wrote that song that I love, or there's that wit that broke up my favourite band. That's what it's going to be, right?
Hello, I'm Tom Steinfort. Thank you for watching 60 Minutes Australia. Subscribe to our channel now for brand new stories and exclusive clips every week. And don't miss out on our extra minute segments and full episodes of 60 Minutes, which are on 9now.com.au and the 9Now app.